In April this year, the Ministry of Education announced that the GCE Advanced Level Examinations for the year 2021 will commence on the 4th of October and will continue until the 30th of October. Further, the Grade 5 Scholarship Examination was also announced to be held on the 3rd of October. However, considering the country's pandemic situation, the ministry announced today that both examinations will be postponed to November this year.
We think that a slight postponement is justifiable in the circumstances in order to give relief to the candidates who are sitting for this examination. We have now decided on the new dates for the holding of the GCE Advanced Level Examination for the year 2021. The new dates are from Monday, the 15th of November to Friday, the 10th of December. We require 22 days to hold this examination. We have also decided to conduct the Grade 5 Scholarship Examination on Sunday, the 14th of November.
Meanwhile, Minister of Education Professor G.L. Piris also commented on the reasons why the results of the students who sat for the GCE Ordinary Level Examinations for the year 2020 are being delayed.
Now, the reason for the delay in releasing the results has to do with the practical tests for students offering aesthetic subjects. There are 169,000 candidates offering the aesthetic subjects. We have now made a decision with regard to the holding of the practical examinations for these aesthetic subjects. The practical examinations will be held from Saturday, the 28th of August, until Wednesday, the 8th of September. These students sitting for the aesthetic subjects will be asked to come to their respective schools on Monday, the 26th of July, and the principals of schools have been issued with detailed instructions with regard to the preparations that need to be made before the practical tests are conducted on the dates which I have just indicated.
Further, the minister announced a new deadline for the acceptance of applications for the Grade 1 of government schools.
The deadline at the moment is Saturday, the 31st of July. But again, in view of the prevailing situation, it has been considered appropriate to extend that deadline somewhat by 1 week. And we will now be accepting these applications until Saturday, the 7th of August.
In the meantime, in a bid to reopen the schools, the government started the vaccination of school teachers and non-academic staff across the island on the 12th of July. As of this morning, 97% of the teachers and non-academic staff in the Western Province have received their first dose of a COVID-19 vaccine. Further, 83% of the teachers and non-academic staff in the Southern Province, 68% in the Yuva Province, 58% both in the Northwestern as well as 56% in the North Central Province have received their first dose. In addition, 52% of the teachers and non-academic staff in the Sabaragamuwa Province, 42% in the Central Province, and 23% in the Eastern Province have been immunized with the first dose by this morning. Accordingly, 63% of school teachers as well as non-academic staff across the island have been vaccinated with the first dose of a COVID-19 vaccine.
The second vaccine can be administered before the end of the month. There has to be an interval of 4 weeks. And strictly subject to the directions of the health authorities and according to a systematic plan that we have prepared. It is our expectation that it would be possible to reopen schools in the country by about the end of August.
Meanwhile, the government teachers continued their online education strike for another day, bringing education activities of the students to a standstill. Like the past few days, the teachers continued to protest today, requesting that the government meet their demands. A protest was organized this morning by a collective of teachers' unions in front of the Ministry of Education in Isurupaya, in Batramulla, blocking the main road. It resulted in heavy traffic congestion on the Kottava-Borala road. Several protesters received the chance to discuss with the minister, however the talks had not been fruitful. The protest by the government teachers' unions also extended to several other areas of the country as well. With showdown talks planned between the teachers' trade unions and the Minister of Education tomorrow, the subject minister reiterated today that depriving children of their education is unjustifiable.
My firm conviction is that for any reason whatsoever, it is singularly unjustifiable to withhold education services from our students because the harm inflicted on them would be irreparable. They are innocent children, they have done no harm, and there is absolutely no justification for punishing them directly or indirectly, intentionally or unintentionally, by withholding these services, which are absolutely essential for them to go forward in life. So my fervent appeal is that teachers in the country, while every effort is being made to resolve their grievances, should continue online teaching for the moment. And when schools are reopened, as I believe would be possible at the end of August, I would appeal to them to come back to their classrooms and to continue educational activity for the well-being of students in this country.
පුංචිම දෙයකින් ලොකු වෙනසක්. සැෂේ වලට වඩා සංසිල්ක් ලොකු බෝතලෙන් රුපියල් 20ක ඉතිරියක්.